We're at the Africa Tech Festival 2025. Mr. Ntsubane here from Vodacom has just come off a discussion around the challenge around connectivity across the continent. For you, what would be some of the main issues that we need to overcome as a continent, if you think, so that connectivity can be improved?
Yeah. Look, I think there's a couple of things. So despite all the progress we have made, 600 million people across the continent don't have access to electricity. So that's already a big challenge. And around about 37% of people have internet connectivity, another huge barrier. And then the cost. I think Africans are spending around 7.1% of their household income on connectivity. And the UN is talking about 2.1 is supposed to be the standard. And so there's a cost issue and there's an access issue. And I think those are the most significant challenges. However, I do think we need to see them as opportunities because a couple of things. The one is the continuation of the rollout of mobile sites across the continent. I think an increase in focus in terms of different ways of connecting people. So fixed will be a big game changer in terms of on the ground. We all have heard stories of satellite, and satellite will come into the fray to make sure that there's connectivity from the sky. And then strategic partnerships, and certainly Vodacom's in partnership with people like Orange in the DRC to make sure that we have rural tower codes, to make sure that we also give access to rural areas where people don't have connectivity. So notwithstanding the challenge, I do think that there's significant opportunity and we all need to come together to make sure that everyone can get the benefit of really making sure that they have access to connected life.
And what's the interplay with government there? Because I imagine policy direction then will need to be driven in a particular way to enable all of this.
Absolutely, we've all got to work together. Government, regulators, and all the players in the industry, the OEMs. Today we were with Honor talking about what they're doing to drop the prices of affordability of devices. We currently have around $20 devices and we want to push that even further down. We also have a product called Easy to Own, where just by topping up at a minimum of R6.50 a day, you're able to get access to a smartphone. So how do we make sure we get access to people who don't actually have the access today and finding innovative ways to kind of do that? So I think there's got to be a whole ecosystem play, which is why festivals like this are important because all the role players are here together talking about what we need to do to advance the future of Africans across the continent.
And has it been a good festival? Have you engaged in a lot of business?
I think it has. I always say that the most successful companies in the world solve problems. And if you think about the African continent, we have significant problems. But it's wonderful because all of us as a collective have an opportunity to solve those real problems and make sure that we give people a meaningful opportunity at succeeding in their lives.
We'll leave it there. Thank you very much indeed for your time and enjoy the rest of the festival.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.